Hello everybody, I'm standing outside the door of St Lawrence Church, very old church, and you've got a couple of guardian angels, one each side of the door, guarding it, which is not entirely necessary because the door is shut. Although it does say you're welcome. I wonder if you can go in. No, I don't think you can. Tried that. Why isn't our door open? It's a church working with young people. Sadly, we cannot admit visitors when we are running events. So there we are, the ancient door. Love that door. And of course, wonderful the building itself, the matter of the building. But I don't want to just show you that. I want to show you a very famous local solicitors called Blandy and Blandy. Now, when they started up, 100 years ago, whenever it was, of course it's difficult to get customers. They did briefly change their names from Blandy and Blandy to Blandy, Blandier and Blandiest, but that didn't get any people in either. So whoever is the most bland of all the Blandies will remain a secret. Over here looks like something has arrived from outer space, but it's a model of the world not done very well. They've got grass bits and empty bits, but they haven't bothered with continents yet. So there we are. It may be interesting to people of a more artistic bent than me. I'm in Reading. It's Peter the Rock, and Sunday the 16th of November. One of the highlights of my trips to Reading, of course, is the colour of the buses, and there's a purple one heading this way. On my right is a big old building proudly calling itself the Town Hall. I'm pretty sure that when I lived here, or near here, it was the public library, but apparently it's a museum now. So there's a red bus coming. So sign of the times, perhaps libraries are shrinking, and as we accumulate more stuff, museums are expanding until ultimately there will be no libraries at all, and the whole of the country, there's a green one and a blue one, will be a sort of theme park. Let's hope that's not going to happen. This is Friar Street. Down there, number 30/31, is where I worked. But the highlight of this trip is this statue. As you can see, this lady has got a bowling ball in her left hand. She was competing with Edward VII to be the inventor of the bowling ball, and of course they had the famous bowl-off in 1896, which was unresolved due to bad weather. A little bit more detail, this is Queen Victoria, as was, they just call her Victoria here. DG, that looks like. Britannia Reg. Means Reg is short for Regina. They seem to be a bit short of letters. India, IMP, that's Emperor of India. Fid Def is Defender of the Faith, that's short for that. So they used minimal amount of letters. Perhaps Victoria herself, who was alive when this was made, was on the chary side, didn't like to spend a lot of money. Now the date is interesting to viewers who may or may not know Latin. The letters are MD, CCC, LXX, VII, one of the longer Roman dates. And let me read it out for you. M is 1000, D is 500, CCC is 300, C for century. And there's a bell from the town hall, I think. Anyway, let's getting back to this. 1000, 500, another 300, that's 1800. L is 50, XXX is 3 tens, that's 30. So the whole thing is 1887, which is a date that's not particularly significant to my mind, although my grandfather, what a giveaway this is, was born in 1883, the year of Krakatoa. The two events weren't linked as far as I know. Krakatoa, perhaps one of the most famous events at the end of the 19th century. There we are, Central Reading, a potted history in a few moments. Thanks for watching.